To understand Trump coin, we have to start at the beginning. Trump started off hating crypto. Trump's most public on the record attack on crypto was while he was still sitting as president. In July 2019, he tweeted, "I'm not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, which are not money, and whose value is highly volatile and based on thin air." He went further, warning that unregulated crypto assets could facilitate unlawful behavior, including drug trade. He took aim at Facebook's proposed cryptocurrency at the time called Lyra in the same thread. "We have only one real currency in the USA, and it is stronger than ever, both dependable, reliable, but by far the most dominant currency anywhere in the world, and it always will stay that way. It is called the United States dollar." After leaving office, Trump didn't soften. In July 2021, appearing on Fox Business, he said, "Bitcoin, it just seems like a scam. I don't like it because it is another currency competing with the dollar. I want the dollar to be the currency of the world, and that's what I've always said." The turn to pro-crypto Trump started quietly. In late 2022, just after announcing his 2024 presidential campaign, Trump launched his own NFT collection on Polygon, a digital trading cards of himself as a superhero. They were mocked, but sold out quickly, making him millions. They were sort of cute, Trump claimed. The surprising number of NFT buyers who used cryptocurrency rather than fiat currency surprised them, helped him change his perspective on Bitcoin. When you make millions on something, it's very hard to hate it. The true turning point was 2024, the presidential campaign cycle. At an event at Mar-a-Lago in May 2024, Trump received assurances that industry backers would spend lavishly to get him reelected. June 2024, a high-dollar fundraiser at David Sachs' San Francisco home. Right after meeting with Bitcoin miners at Mar-a-Lago, the crypto industry, committed to raising over $100 million, turning out more than 5 million voters for Trump. July 2024 was the National Bitcoin Conference Trump attended. Trump pledged to make America the crypto capital of the world.
This afternoon, I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world, and we'll get it done. If crypto is going to define the future, I want to be mined, minted, and made in the USA.
He promised a strategic Bitcoin buyout and vowed to fire SEC Chair Gary Gensler. His campaign became the first major presidential campaign to accept cryptocurrency donations. Trump did a complete 180 on crypto. He never publicly addressed or explained his previous criticisms of Bitcoin and other crypto. The reversal just happened. No acknowledgement of the contradiction. Then came the presidency. Trump won, winning both the popular vote and the Electoral College. At 9 p.m., January 17th, 2025, just 3 days before the second inauguration, Trump posted on Truth Social, announcing his own memecoin. The token featured now iconic image of him raising his fist after surviving his assassination attempt in Pennsylvania. The coin was launched during the first ever Crypto Ball, Washington, D.C., held in conjunction with inaugural festivals. It was built on the Solana blockchain with tokenomics to raise concerns. 200 million tokens, 20%, were released to the public, while the remaining 800 million, 80%, were held by the Trump-affiliated entities, CIC Digital LLC, a Trump organization affiliate, and the Fight LLC, with a 3-year unlock schedule. One investigative outlet noted that the launch came right after Trump's campaign ended and just before he firmly took office and became subject to federal ethics rules. The launch was explosive, with within minutes, thousands of speculators piled in through the platform called Meteora. While many people in the space saw this, many assumed the president had been hacked. The token was launched as a scam. Many well-connected individuals in crypto missed out on buying it. Well-connected, except to the biggest money-making opportunity. They were the ones experiencing the most FOMO once they saw it. It was legitimate. The buying frenzy drove the price above $70, sending the market cap of the circulating tokens near $15 billion. The coin launched at roughly $6.50, peaking around $73 to $74 on January 19th. By inauguration day, it dropped to $40. But the early gains weren't evenly distributed. Bloomberg's analysis found that 21 crypto whales who bought at least 500,000 tokens per wallet in the first hour generated roughly $214 million in gains during the first 48 hours of trading. The average retail buyer was late to the party. A Forsenic analysis commissioned by the New York Times found that over 813,000 wallets collectively lost $2 billion trading on the coin. While Trump's company and partners profited nearly $100 million from trading fees alone. Within the first 3 weeks, Trump-affiliated entities netted at least $350 million, $314 million from token sales, $36 million in Solana blockchain fees. By the first half of 2025, the project had generated at least $336 million for the entities behind the coin. Some analysts describe the revenue as a massive shift for Trump's business model, away from real estate and licensing towards digital assets. For retail holders, it was brutal. Fortune reported that at least than 3 weeks after the release, the coin had produced more losers than winners. The price catered from $73 peak, bottoming out to $7 by April 2025. Just when the story seemed to be fading, it exploded again. On April 23rd, 2025, project's website announced that the top 220 Trump holders would be invited to the gala dinner with the president on May 22nd at the Trump National Golf Club outside of DC. The top 25 buyers would get a private VIP reception and a White House tour. The announcement instantly pumped the price. The coin surged over 60% as investors scrambled to accumulate enough to qualify. But the event itself became a political firestorm. The 220 attendees had collectively spent $148 million on the token to secure their seats, with the top 25 spending over $111 million. And the guest list raised national security alarms. Bloomberg analysis found that 19 of the top 25 holders were foreign nationals, likely foreign nationals. The number one holder was Justin Sun, a crypto Chinese billionaire who had been facing SEC fraud charges that were paused by the Trump administration after Sun invested $30 million in World Liberty Finance. Companies openly stated they were buying coin for access. Freight Technologies, a Houston-based shipping company, said it planned to purchase $20 million in Trump tokens to help the company advocate for favorable trade policy between Mexico and the US. And the critics were scathing. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin called political-backed coins vehicles for unlimited political bribery, including from foreign nation states. Former Trump aide Anthony Scaramucci compared it to Idi Amin-level corruption. Democrat senators called it an orgy of corruption. Protesters gathered outside of the golf club chanting "shame, shame." The dinner itself was anticlimactic. One 25-year-old attendee spent $500,000, told CNBC the food was bad. Others noted many attendees had already sold their coins and were checking their phones during the dinner to watch the price. Shortly after the event, half the attendees had become dumping the token, and the price fell 8% while the dinner was happening. 35 House Democrats demanded the Department of Justice investigate whether the dinner violated federal bribery laws or the foreign emulants cause of the Constitution. Through the rest of 2025, the bleeding continued. By Inauguration Day, through the end of November 2025, Trump coin had fallen 86%, while Melania token fell 99%. On November 25th, 2025, Democratic members of the House Judiciary Committee released a report concluding Trump's cryptocurrency policies were being used to benefit Trump and his family, adding billions to his net worth through schemes entangled with foreign governments, corporate allies, and criminal actors. In July 2025, around $500 million worth of tokens were scheduled to unlock, raising fears of massive sell-off. The political cost was real. Democrats had been willing to support Trump regulation, who were willing to support the pulled back, arguing the legislation like the Genius Act stablecoin bill lacked conflict of interest protections. As mid-March 2026, Trump trades around $3.85, roughly 94% down from its all-time high of $74.27. The circulating supply has grown to around 232 million tokens out of the 1 billion maximum supply total. One fundamental truth of investing is that what you invest in has to go up for you to make money. The ideal investment doesn't just go up briefly, but it goes up for a long time. Trump coin is the opposite of that. The coin is down 95% from its all-time high. Trump coin closed negative monthly candles far more than it closes green. The only green month was driven by artificial catalysts, a dinner announcement, a reserve announcement, a gala tease. Every single one of those rallies reversed within days or weeks. It's a case study of what kind of cryptocurrency you shouldn't invest in. Trump also raised questions that still don't have clear legal answers. Can a sitting president launch a financial product that directly enriches him? Can foreign nationals effectively buy access to the White House through a digital token? And what happens when the line between politics, commerce, and speculation disappears entirely?